people, which I'm not fond of either one as a person, but it's a necessity of our country, you know. If you're driving with John is coming through. Hey everybody, welcome back to Driving with John. I'm John. If you don't know that, you need to go over there and hit subscribe and ring that bell so that you know when I post next. All right. So today I wanted to tell you some stories I heard from some other YouTubers and some things that have happened to myself. You know, I've talked about helping truckers out and all these things, and I've heard a few really awesome stories. I thought I'd share them. The one YouTuber that I listened to, I actually forget which one it was, but one of the shippers he went to, he got a candy bar that said, "We appreciate what you do for us." On the front of it, it was a Hershey's bar. I thought that was kind of awesome because, you know, a lot of times shippers and receivers, they just seem like we bother them more than anything else. But that was really nice. And he was, the same guy was telling us about, he was at a truck stop and some guy came up to him and asked him how he would give pizzas to truckers. And after he figured out that they were actually warm pizzas from Little Caesars, not frozen pizzas, he advised him to go out to the fuel island and just walk down through and ask guys if they want pizzas. A little while later, he went out and he saw the guy walking down through the parking lot with 10 pizzas piled up, giving them out to truckers. And they were sealed from Little Caesars. They weren't opened, you know, because people were suspicious about taking food. So I thought that was kind of awesome. And then in the end, he finally gave one to that guy too, at the end of the story, that when he was telling it. So I thought that was pretty awesome. You know, when I was coming up through, I think it was in Georgia the other day, I saw, you know how in the overpasses they have those fences and people poke cups in them and spell things? I saw one the other day I thought was awesome. It said, "We love truckers." That was a good one. I like that one. So, things like that. I just think, you know, it shows the heart of our country, and that we value people that, you know, even through these hard times are willing to do their jobs and risk their lives and their families' lives, I mean, in this sense, to make sure everybody has what they need, you know. I've said in another video in the past how I never really found my jobs that I've had in the past very valuable. And I know you shouldn't think like that, but, you know, you should be proud of what you do. And I never really did. You know, when I built vending machines, I thought it was kind of cool that, you know, people depended on me for their lunches and stuff. Not really that valuable, you know. And, you know, I worked at Walmart, worked at Target. Doing air conditioning was kind of cool because, you know, in Florida it is a necessity. But, you know, there's a lot of different things I've done over my lifetime, even some carpentry and building. And, you know, I never felt like I was really making a difference or that I was really helping anybody. I just felt like I was doing a job to make some money. And don't get me wrong, I am doing a job to make some money. But at the same point, I feel real value in what I do. Even before all of this happened, I feel real value in driving a truck. You know, before all this happened, I called truckers the silent people that really mattered, because honestly, without truckers, our country wouldn't exist. And it made me proud of what I do. It made me realize that I'm actually making a difference. I may not be, you know, curing people from sicknesses or you know, coming up with cures to diseases. You know, God makes everybody a little different, but for me, I think what I do is very valuable. I think, you know, there are a lot of people in this country that eat every day, and I supplied that food. I think that's awesome. I don't usually pat myself on the back like that, but in this job I kind of feel, you know, not a sense of wrong kind of pride, just a sense of, you know, God gave me a purpose, and I'm fulfilling that purpose the best way I know how, you know, and that's driving a truck and making YouTube videos where I can share my faith, you know, freely. So I know YouTube's probably not fond of that, but I didn't ask what they thought, so I'll do it anyway. So that's all for today. I just I really love doing trucking, and I love how lately everybody else is noticing that we're valuable. You know, it's easy in the easy times to overlook essential people, but during the hard times, you know, essential people become much more important to everybody. But the thing is we're always important. The doctors, the nurses, the police officers, the firefighters, the truckers, the military, we're always important. Y'all just don't know that until you need us. You don't realize you need us all the time, but and then, you know, until it's highlighted because of a virus or a war or a, you know, crime spree or whatever. You know, until you need us, you don't realize how valuable everybody out there is. And I'm not saying the other jobs I had weren't valuable. Don't get me wrong. If you're out there fixing air conditioners, I know how valuable you are. I've done your job and I didn't like it. And, you know, if you're working at retail places, again, I know how valuable that is. It's just not for me, you know. I think each way, every job that is out there has a value. And a lot of people downplay some jobs, you know, and they say they're not really that important. But I think, in essence, all of them are. I mean, everything from entertainment, because we need to be entertained. I mean, we're a society that just has no imagination and has to be entertained. So without entertainers or sports people, which I'm not fond of either one as a person, but it's a necessity of our country, you know. If you're providing, you know, childcare, it's a necessity. If you're providing a retail service, it's a necessity. You know, I think pretty much every job is really a needed job, but hyper-focused as everybody is right now on what's going around, I'm focusing on, you know, my end of it, trucking and police officers and nurses and doctors and things like that. So, and, you know, firefighters, ambulance workers, EMTs, I mean, all those people are amazing people, and right now they're putting their life on the line to make sure that people can stay home, have food to eat, have toilet paper to wipe your butt with. You know, that's important. My goodness, everybody knows how important that is. So, all right, y'all have a good rest of your day. I thank you for watching, and if you haven't done it already, make sure you go over there and hit subscribe, ring the bell, go over there and hit that like button. Yeah, I said it. Slam that like button. And then go down to the bottom, leave me a comment. You all have a good rest of your day. Oh, one more thing. Truckers, keep those tires turning, stay right side up, and keep making the money.